Often have lots of questions about. Good Day's Joanne Feldman has more on pruning, fertilizing, and protecting them from diseases and insects.
Well, roses are now in full bloom, and they can be pretty intimidating for gardeners to grow. So at this point, you might be asking, now what? Well, the answer to those questions that we might have about growing and maintaining our roses, we're joined by Kara Ziegler here at Pike Nursereis. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so you've got these beautiful roses in your yard. What are some of the main things that we need to be thinking of now?
Okay, so roses are actually very easy, and we're going to demystify it a little bit so you can see how easy they actually are to take care of.
They got a bad reputation then for being high maintenance, I guess.
They do, but we can make it easy with some of these solutions. Okay, so first of all, they do like supplemental watering during the summer, so you want to make sure that if it's hot and dry outside that you are giving them a deep, thorough water at least once a week. Also, they like really good soil, so when you do plant a new one, you want to mix 50-50 with a planting mix in there to ensure that they've got great soil.
Okay.
All right, next, the pruning is what trips everybody up.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that you're constantly deadheading and clipping back the old blooms. Deadheading ensures that they're putting out and devoting energy to new growth and new blooms.
Okay.
So deadheading is essential, and if you're planting drift roses or knockout roses, you want to prune them about every 6 weeks to make sure they bloom for you all summer.
Okay.
Fertilizer. Roses are very heavy feeders, so I would recommend fertilizing them at the beginning of spring and then once a month in their blooming season to make sure that they stay healthy for you.
Okay.
Next, a lot of people worry about diseases, and that's the #1 thing we see in the store is people coming in with their diseases, their insects.
That's what most of their questions are about.
That's exactly right. So I've got a sample here of black spots. So roses are prone to fungus, black spot, powdery mildew. The big thing is if you start early with a preventative, you can prevent a lot of these problems, but if you do see this, you want to spray it with a fungicide.
Okay.
Same thing with insect control. If you see little holes in the leaves and little chew marks, you want to go ahead and spray it with a rose shield. A rose 3-in-1 will knock out insects, fungus, and also give it a little food.
Okay, so if you are dealing with roses that already have some sort of disease, do you have to worry about how that might spread?
Yes, so you want to make sure if you're pruning disease off of a plant, you want to sterilize your pruners from rose to rose to make sure that you're not spreading fungus or virus.
Okay, any other tips that we should be keeping in mind as we get through these really warm summer months?
Well, just if you have any other questions about them or you're not sure, bring a sample in to us and let us take a look at it, a sample or a picture, and we'll be able to diagnose your problems.
Great, that's what you're here for. Thank you very much,
Thank
Kara.
you.
Some great information there. 9:50 is the time. Next, pet of the day, so stick around.